black man accused of trying to rape a white woman is released. White mobs in Washington, D.C. attack black people, killing 40 and injuring 150 people over 4 days. So another event that is not very much fun to read about. Go ahead, Alan.
All right, Eddie, you can get us started today.
Howdy, Rick. You coached Dirk all way back when, before the championship, when he was still fairly young, and of course you coached against him when he was just starting out. I'm wondering what kind of things you might remember from his early days that might be similar or comparable, or that you see in Luka as well.
Well, an intense desire to win, an intense desire to be a great teammate and to be, categorically a leader, but in his own way. Dirk was more of a quiet leader. Luka's emerging as, more of a vocal leader, probably categorically than Dirk was, and it's not surprising, simply based upon the fact that the positions are so different. When you're the point guard, you have the ball, and everything kind of runs through you. And so, as we've gone on in practices here, Luka's done a great job of leading, the entire team, leading whichever team he's on a given day. We're doing a lot of changing the teams around. First 2 or 3 we had, our projected starters together, but then we've changed it up since, and we've kind of found a new level of competitiveness as these guys have gone back and forth, and with a lot of trash talking and stuff like that. So it's been a good few days of practice here.
I was going to ask also if you'd seen him showing signs, or maybe he already has shown that he's ready to be into playoff mode, since even though he's never done it in the NBA, he's got a lot of experience in that regard.
Well, I could certainly sense that he's sensing that, we're getting closer to that. And, I just continue to see him raising the level of his game in all areas, and refining his game in all areas, and just going really hard. And, when the best players go hard, the whole team goes hard. And that's one reason we've had really terrific practices here from start until now.
Okay, Brad, straight out of quarantine. He just cleared quarantine. Brad Townsend, go ahead.
Coach, can you tell us what you'll be looking for in that first scrimmage?
We'll be looking at combinations. We'll be looking at our conditioning. We'll be looking at, how to attack different coverages that the Lakers throw at us, and we'll look to change up our coverages defensively and study, how we're doing, with different kinds of things, from, base defense to switching to trapping scenarios and those kinds of things. So, I'm looking forward to it. It really feels and appears that this is timed out well for the scrimmage to be happening when it is this coming Thursday.
Thank you.
Saad, go ahead.
Hey, Rick. I've heard you say a lot over the years just about the importance of positionless basketball. When you have some of the depth issues at your big men, how much more important is it to have that versatility across the board where people can play so many various positions?
Yeah, it's important, really, just to start with. So many teams now play a 5 on the perimeter scenario where all spots are interchangeable. We're similar, but with our numbers being down, with Powell unable to play, and Cauley-Stein not being here. It's we're going to have to be ready to be creative. Like today, we had a scenario where Finney-Smith was playing some 5 during practice. He's got a good feel for it. He's got a good feel of mixing up, rolling and popping, and he'll shoot the ball really well. So, we'll continue to look at all that stuff, and who knows, maybe we'll get an alignment out there with all guards. We'll have to see how things go.
Okay, we'll go one more question. Dwayne Price. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Hey, Rick, can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead, Dwayne.
What do you admire about a guy like Antonius Cleveland, the way he keeps coming back year after year when he's only played less than 30 NBA games so far?
Yeah, he's done a terrific job here. He knows who he is as a player. He's a 3-and-D guy who's 3-point shooting is getting better and better. He's always active. He's become an elite driver of the basketball. His feel for the game continues to get better every single year. And even though he's 26 or 27, which in today's world in the NBA, he seems like an older age. He plays very young. I mean, he's always in great shape. Flies up and down the court. He has great bounce, and he's just a factor in practice with his competitiveness.
Do you see players like that going the extra mile because they have so much riding on the outcome?
Of course. I know it well. When I was a player in this league, I was fighting for my job really every single day, and training camps were my Super Bowls, and so I'm well aware of it. I'm very familiar with it, but I love his concentration, and I love his commitment, and he's shooting the ball better and better. I'm really impressed with that. Peter Patton's done a great job with him, with his simplifying technique, and getting his confidence really going. So, a lot of good things from AC.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Coach. That's it for today. Appreciate it.